Have you ever wondered what your life purpose is? Rick and I actually believe that our life purpose is about learning to love ourselves and others unconditionally, as well as being of service to the planet. Now, everyone has unique skills and abilities, however, so there are different ways of expressing that purpose. Perhaps you're a healer, and so you're expressing that unconditional love and that special, gift to the planet by being a healer. Or maybe you're into health and fitness and you want to teach others how to be more healthy and how to be more fit. Or perhaps you're a teacher and so you're bringing wisdom to your students and also bringing them that unconditional love at the same time as you're being of service. Now, you may be in a job now where you don't feel like you're really expressing your purpose, especially in your skills and abilities, but you can actually share that unconditional love and be of service wherever you are. And I'd like to share a little story with you that illustrates how you can have a perspective on things that's a much broader perspective than we often have. So there was a woman walking down a country lane one day, and she comes along across some bricklayers, and she says to the first bricklayer, "What are you doing?" And he looks at her like she's not very bright, and he says, "Well, I'm laying bricks." And then she goes on to the next person and says, "And what are you doing?" And he says, "I'm building a wall." So we're seeing a little bit broader perspective, aren't we? And then she goes on to the third bricklayer and she says to him, "What are you doing?" And he says, "I'm building a cathedral." So who do you think is happier in their work? Of course, the guy who says, "I'm building a cathedral," because he's seeing that bigger picture. So even if you're in a job right now where you may not be feeling like you're expressing the skills and abilities that you have, you can still hold that bigger picture of the energy and caring that you bring into that particular environment. Now, it doesn't mean that you stay there. And in fact, I heard a funny story from Marianne Williamson some years ago where she used to work as a waitress in a bar. And of course, now she's a well-known spiritual teacher with A Course in Miracles. And she had been studying A Course in Miracles, and she said one day it occurred to her, this isn't a bar. It's a church, and I have a part to play in just helping these people, even though I may not be happy about being here right now, and just taking that step to be in love with what I'm doing and also to be caring of the people that come into the bar. And so that's a very different perspective than we often have on a job that we don't really like. But another mentor of mine said, how you do anything is how you do everything. So if you're thinking, gee, I'll do a great job when I get the good job, no, you want to start right now. There's a little sandwich place that Rick and I go into sometimes, and there was a guy who was working there, and he just was so great with all the customers and had so much enthusiasm, and he really exhibited that idea that even in this little sandwich place, he could really be a wonderful and positive presence. So that's something I think that we're all striving to do, is be a positive presence no matter where we are. And because you're watching the Heal Your Life training channel here, I'd just like to say that the Heal Your Life Workshop Leader Program does exactly that. It brings you a career with meaning and with purpose. It teaches you in the training itself how to love yourselves more deeply, how to love others more deeply, as well as giving you the materials and the skills to go out and help others. So I am really excited that you might join us at the training and be able to take those skills and that additional program out to people that you want to share it with.